Hi everyone, it's Deb here, and I just thought I would come on and talk about issues besides just the numbers. And because normally I post on Mondays, because that's when I had my surgery, and I give you numbers and things like that. But today is Friday, and it's a tired day, and I think it's important to show whoever's watching, whether they've had it, excuse me, whether they've had this surgery already and they're going through the same things I'm going through, or they've been there, or they're going there. It's important to show all sides of it. And most of the time on Mondays, I'm pretty perky and pretty happy because Sundays are pretty low-key and I've rested up pretty much. And Fridays are notoriously my tired days. So I think it's important to show the up and the down and the up, but however you want to look at it. So today is my typical tired day. I have, my time of the month started yesterday, last night, and the first day of that is notoriously kind of kicks my butt. And I worked all day yesterday on my feet. I groom dogs, so sometimes it's a bunch of little dogs, and I'm kind of on a stool anyways half the day. But yesterday I had two big hairy beasts that were a lot of brushing. I spent 2 hours on one dog alone between brushing her out to get her into the tub and brushing her back out. And I didn't even do the bathing part of it. The bather did the bathing part of it, and it still took me. I spent 2 hours on that dog. Standing, brushing. My arms are tired today. It's kind of one of those, okay, my core is still not so strong. I still need to get back in shape. Even though I've been walking and things, I haven't been doing a whole lot of weightlifting. So I think my muscles have kind of gotten wimpy, and that reminds me I need to do more with that. But, I was thinking this morning as I was driving my daughter to school that this is how I felt all the time before I had surgery. I felt this tired, like my eyes were going to fall asleep at any moment. And I don't feel like that all the time now. Now I have days like today when I worked Tuesday and I worked Thursday, and they were busy days and I was on my feet. And then Wednesday I went to a meet in the evening for gymnastics, and that's always draining. And tomorrow we have another meet that's an all-day meet. So you're living life after the surgery, and I am impressed with how much more energy I have. Even though today is a blah day, I wanted to share the blah days because I think they're important. Anybody that tries to tell you this is the easy way out, it's not easy. It's effective. It works. It gets the weight off. It's not easy. You have to stay on your toes about everything. And you're changing so many different things and trying to incorporate them into your everyday life. And I don't care who you are, that's a challenge. Just trying to make the diet decisions. And if you watch people's videos or you go on places like obesityhelp.com and read posts, everybody is so different. Some people are 600 to 700 calories. Another person says, oh, I do 1,200 calories. And everybody is having success. Some are faster, some are slower, but often it really doesn't correlate with how much you're eating. And even, people talk about hair loss, and that's not necessarily about how much protein you're getting. There's so many different things out there. You have to find your own way. How many calories work for you? What kind of proportions? I mean, there's certain rules that everybody follows, like 64 plus ounces of water and the 70 grams of protein, and most people keep their carbs like under 40 or something like that. But not everybody. Some people just do moderation. They eat everything they used to eat. I think, and the vitamins, everybody does the vitamins. So there's certain things that are trends, and everybody does the same thing, and it seems to be important that we maintain those things. But there are, everybody's journey is so different. You have to find your own way there. And, I've already been kind of experimenting because I can eat more now. I was pushing to make sure I got at least 650 calories, so I gave myself a 650 to 700 goal. And then I noticed I was, having times when I was hungrier more often, or I could eat more, so my calories have gone up, and I have a goal now set at like 800. And then some days I go over that. And last week I went over my calories and my weight, I lost 5 pounds. So I don't know that less calories is necessarily going to make you lose weight any faster. Just like, lots of exercise isn't necessarily going to make you lose weight a lot faster. In fact, sometimes you build up muscle or you retain water. So there's pluses and minuses. You have to be exercising for reasons other than just trying to lose weight, get in shape, and things that I need to do. So it's important to exercise, but just, more exercise. You can't get discouraged if it doesn't make things more weight. I think your body loses weight at the level that it loses weight because that's what your body does. And if upping your calories helps your body lose weight, then you need to listen to your body and go, okay, you liked having 100 calories more last week. That's something you need to listen to. And now my body's giving me more clues. I'm getting more hunger clues, more full clues. I wasn't getting anything before. Some of them are confusing because it might be acid, because I'll get sort of this icky, kind of burny feeling in my stomach. And I don't know that it's hunger. But eating something does help that burning go away. I just have to be careful what I eat, because all of a sudden I'll end up over calories and I didn't even plan to be. I just wasn't paying attention. So I might look into a stronger acid reducer. I've been taking the Prilosec over the counter twice a day. So it's like, ends up being 20 in the morning, 20 at night. And that's been working pretty good. And I think in general, sometimes all it takes is just a few swallows of milk. Just something to kind of coat my stomach. But I definitely notice, and I'm always torn. What do I eat? What do I want to eat? What am I hungry for? I definitely have cravings popping up now more than I did earlier. Especially cravings for things that are old habits of, sweets. I've always had a sweet tooth. I found that having these chewable vitamins kind of helps that, because it gives me my little treat, but I don't feel guilty about it because I'm getting my calcium and I'm getting my vitamins, or I'm getting the fiber because I take the fiber gummies or something. So I'm getting something for that. But like yesterday, there was this little sliver, like 1/10 of a piece of pie left, and I was tired. I came home from work. I was just tired. I was cutting it in half to give my daughter some, and I just said, this is just a tiny piece, and it sounds really good right now. So I ate that little teeny piece of pie. I didn't eat the crust around the edge. I just ate the middle part, and it was good, and it was satisfying, and my stomach didn't hurt anymore, and I just needed a pick-me-up, because I think I worked hard yesterday and was on my feet and probably burned a lot more calories, so I think I was just kind of worn out. That's the thing that I have to figure out how to balance, is do I eat more on the days I work, just a little bit more, so that I don't get tired, because you don't want to get too tired, because that tells you your metabolism's kind of slowing down if you're worn out. But that's my thought. Everybody has a different take on it. I'm just trying to listen to my body and kind of experiment this last couple of weeks and see if I can follow my body's clues rather than being so tied to numbers or logging. I mean, I still log everything because I want to know. I want to have some kind of a gauge where if I'm like, okay, now I didn't lose any weight, that means I went the wrong way, or whatever. Anyways, juggling has been a challenge, and just every time you eat, you're making a decision. And my old habits pop in where I want carbs, and I have to stop and think, and sometimes I have some carbs. But yesterday was the first day, really, that I had too many carbs on my goal. I had more carbs than I should have. So, but any one day is not going to make or break what goes on in your diet. It's overall your trend. And overall, my trend has been pretty good, except I'm still fighting getting the 64 ounces of water, and I think that's the most important thing for me to focus on, keep improving. Let's see, what else was I going to talk about? I can fit in my size 18 pants. And I didn't even realize that's what I put on this morning. I've really only been wearing pants like the last week because it's been really it's been hot until about a week ago. I mean, usually Colorado, we can have snow in June, we can have snow in September. The only months I haven't seen snow is July and August, unless you go to the top of a mountain, you probably see some there. But it's been a really hot, long summer. And it's now October, and this past week was the first time I pulled out pants. And I had some of my pants that I lived in last year that are getting too big for me. Last winter, I lived in those. And they might fit coming out of the dryer, and then by halfway through the day they're falling off because they've stretched all back out again. And it used to be they were too tight when I would put them on, and then maybe after I'd worn them for a day. I liked wearing them after I'd worn them for a day because they were all stretched out and more comfy. Whereas now it's like I like them right out of the dryer because they actually stay on me. And then it's annoying after halfway through the day when they're all stretched out. But I grabbed a pair of pants. I thought were another pair of pants that I wore last winter all the time, a different style. And they were kind of snug. And I go, wow, these are still kind of snug. That's kind of frustrating. But then I looked at the size and realized that they were 18s. And I had been wearing 20 or 22s last winter. And these were on the bottom of my drawer. And somehow I reshuffled because I've been digging around in my drawers. And I found these 18s. And they fit comfortably. I mean, they're snug and they actually stay on my body, and probably they're going to stretch out again as the day goes on. But that was nice to know that I could actually fit in something, and I thought, you know, you just kind of get more of a reality check rather than just, okay, my pants are looser. It's, oh, wow, I fit in a smaller size that I haven't worn. I know I couldn't wear these pants. After I looked at them, I was like, oh, these are the ones that I couldn't even hardly get up over my butt, let alone even try to zip up. So that's exciting. Anyways, I just wanted to talk off topic about, you know, not numbers, just talk about the real side and show you guys that, you know, I look pretty energetic and stuff on Mondays, but there are days I'm not. So I just wanted everybody to know that so they could feel like either they're not alone when they have down days, or that you know what to expect, that every day is not going to be up and exciting and energetic. It's just going to be, it's just normal and living life. And I also wanted to welcome, I have a bunch of new subscribers that I've noticed, and I will go and if you have videos, I'll subscribe so that I can share your journey with you too, so we can go through this together wherever stage you're at. It just seems like it's really nice to have people to share our journeys with that has been there or that's going there, or, you know, people. We have lots of support. I have lots of family support. My family is great. My husband is great. He's been really supportive and, you know, helping me remember to measure and keeping me motivated when I'm feeling a little bit off, and, you know, accepting my mood swings when I'm just, you know, feel like I'm losing my mind sometimes because the hormones kind of are messing with me lately. And all of that, you know, day-to-day life is there. I have really supportive, great friends and family. I really do. But, you know, they don't necessarily always get it the way people that have gone through it. You know, I think it's important to have support from all different places, from people you love and people that love you and people that support you across the board. And then you also need people that understand it because they've lived it. This is one of those experiences you can't explain it to people. You have to just sort of live it, and people that have been there understand. So I just wanted to welcome new people, and if anybody has questions for me, I'm happy to answer them. If anybody has suggestions for today, the thing I'm looking for today is if anybody has suggestions on what kind of acid reducers they're using. You know, over the counter, are you using prescription? How much of a prescription are you using? I'm wondering if that's not something that wouldn't help this burning feeling a little bit, and if anybody else has experienced it. So I just wanted to say hi to everybody and tell everybody have a nice weekend. Thanks. Bye.